Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Haph Show. Today, our special guest, she is an American soul and R&B singer, songwriter, and former member of the funk and soul group New Birth, which scored major hits including "I Can Understand," "Wildflower," and "Dream Merchant." Today, she is here to talk about her music career, her new single, and her new record label. Please welcome to the Haph Show the legendary soulstress, Miss Londee Wiggins.
Hi,
Hey.
everybody.
And how are you today?
I'm good. I hope you are the same.
Yes, I'm so flabbergasted right now to interview, and it's an honor, it's a pleasure. And you're like an extended family member in my household or on my family side because I grew up listening to the music. We had the records in the house, and of course, I got pictures of you guys. So it's like having portraits of family members because even though you don't know me like that, I know you as for your creativity and your artistry. So it just feels like it's an extended member of the family. So that's how I look at you. I look at you like you're my aunt.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Trust me, it's all with love. It's all with love.
I love that.
So you were born in Louisville, Kentucky. How was it growing up in Louisville?
um, Louisville is a very kind of a polished uh, type of type of city. You have morals and values embedded in you from the day you were born. And so therefore that pace continued on. And I myself was from a family of gospel singers. So my thoughts were always looking into the church and finding out how I could do what they were doing on stage at the church. So that was mostly all of my more or less thoughts about growing up. I always wanted to be a singer, like my dad and my aunts, and so I started early. Well, my dad, he basically put me with the taller girls and put a uniform on me when I was about 7. And I lived that life from up until now.
And
It was
that's
fun.
kind of like why I wanted to ask you where you were from, because I said to myself, I bet you the beginning or the genesis of your musicology or your, wanting to be a musician, it's going to tell me that, and you did exactly that. So that was the next question. You answered that question already.
Okay. All righty.
Also, I see you have a few nicknames. There's Londee Lauren, Lottie Wiggins. Lundee Body Wiggins. Please
Oh
tell us about
my.
these nicknames, if you will.
Okay. Londee Lauren, I knew that I had to have a fancy name. So I took Sophia Lawrence, no, Sophia Loren, what's her name? Yeah. From an actress, put it like that. Uh, I think, yeah, I'll just go back to that later. Yeah, I chose the last name of an actress, which was Lauren. And Lottie the Body came from the guys in the group because I had such a nice figure. And I was a ballet dancer. I studied that for years. So that's where Lottie the Body came in. And Lottie Wiggins is actually my biological name.
Oh, okay. There it is.
Yeah.
You know what's amazing? My daughter is named Sophie Loren, and she was named after Sophia Loren. She also sings. She's a singer and songwriter. She's 13 years old. But this is such a coincidence that you said that. It's oh my
Yes.
gosh, wow.
Yeah. Sophia Loren, that's her name. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And I
took her
decided to
last
say,
name.
yes, that's and you know what? That's a beautiful last name. It's very elegant.
That's what I thought when I chose that name to become a singer. So yeah, that's where it came from.
Yeah, and the Londee Lauren, it just rolls off the tongue. That's a really that was it. You know, it sounded good then. I'm sure it sounds good now. It's still stands. It's very yeah, it's very relevant, definitely.
Well, actually, I like my biological name, of course, right now. Londee Wiggins. That's who
Yeah.
I really am. So, yeah.
So the group started off as the Nightlighters, and to my knowledge, it was Vernon Bullock that wanted to create an ensemble of groups for a touring company. He
Mhm.
then discovered a male group called the Now Sound and a vocal group that was known as Mint Julep, and you were a part of that group. Please tell us about that.
Oh my gosh. Yes, I remember Vernon very well. Yeah, that was his idealistic means of getting into the business, I guess. And yeah, he created the Mint Juleps, the Now Sound, and the Nightlighters band was already there. So yeah, we he put us all together to more or less. He was trying to get a combination that would fit the superiority of the fifth dimension. Okay?
Oh,
He
okay.
wanted that sound. Okay? He went about it so many different ways. And we followed wherever it led. So,
Wow.
yeah, but eventually we were more or less went to a gig in New York, whereas Jerry Weintraub, the late Jerry Weintraub, was there. Uh, RCA was there. Few Quite Three was there, and we showcased. And from that point on, after we showcased at the Hippopotamus, I remember that very well, and we showcased again. And then later on, when we got back to Louisville, uh, ones were dismissed, and thank God they kept me.
Oh, wow,
So,
yeah.
yeah, so Jerry Weintraub thought I had the most beautiful voice he'd ever heard. Thank God, the late Jerry Weintraub. And so the Nightlighters were kept, and Alan Fry, he was kept, and PD Robert Downs, I grew up with him. Basically, we all grew up together in different ways because four of the guys were cousins.
Oh, okay.
Okay, they were cousins. Uh, PD, Robert Downs, and I. That's my plot.
Oh, it's
Okay,
Bobby Downs. Okay.
yeah, Bobby Downs. He basically he we grew up together. He was my brother's best friend.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
and he was the duet person on "It's Impossible" with me,
Oh, yes.
the
Okay.
first single. So we all grew up together in different forms, and then we somewhat somehow met, trying to win different uh, talent shows. And Austin Landers, he and I went to the same ballet school. I was a Jewel McNair doll, and he was in the male part of it. So that's where we met. So we grew up together, more or less, in different forms. Yeah.
Wow. It was like it was destined to be, it sounds like.
Yes, it was because we were desperate. We wanted to make it. Yeah, we were desperate. Absolutely.
Wow. Okay, so the band came together in 1970, which was the same year that Marvin Gaye's "What's Going On" was released. There was a lot of
Uh-huh.
classic albums that came out that year. I also noticed, and you guys were signed to RCA Records. I also see that the Nightlighters were already signed to RCA, which I have some of that records in my discography or my collection, if you will. Was there any type of renegotiating of the contract once you guys came as New Birth? And it's like three groups, I think, put together, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, all I know is that things weren't done at the table with everybody. Okay. So all I know is that a contract was presented to me as a solo artist
Oh, okay.
by Fuquad 3 Productions was submitted to me and I signed it. And as far as the rest of the guys, I don't know what they did or how they did it, but there it is.
Yeah, it was a fairly big group. And I mean, at one point, I think it was like maybe 11, 12 members I'm looking at. And it's one female artist, and you would be at the center of that. How was it working with all those musicians? Are all males. I mean, and it's a big group. That was a big group.
They were like my brothers,
Oh,
all of them. They were very respectable.
hmm,
They really, really had a beautiful thought of me being with them. Um, I think it sort of portrayed the fact that my dad always told people to handle me with kid gloves. Okay, so I was his heart. So it passed on, and everyone would talk to me in a certain manner
hmm,
and respect me. And I really, really appreciated that.
hmm. Your dad, he stepped in line. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. He set the standard.
yeah, he mapped the format for me.
Wow. Okay. We're talking about the 1970, and that was the first year of the debut album for New Birth. Let's just go into it's impossible. I feel like that's a highlighted song for you. Originally, it was done by a Mexican singer named Armando Manzanero, and the title in Spanish was Sumos Novios, and that was in 1968. And he too was on RCA. I also see Perry Como's version was released in 1970, also on RCA Records. Perry Como's version hit the top 10 on a Billboard Hot 100 singles chart and number one on the Easy Listenings chart. Please tell me how that song came to you guys, or how you guys covered it, or how that whole process happened, because I'm very curious about that.
That was Harvey Fuqua's idea. He basically, for whatever reasons, due to the fact that you would have to find materials for all of us in different ways because we were had different sounds. So his first thought was to come up with It's Impossible, and he wanted me and Robert Downs to do the duet.
Oh, okay.
So that's how that came about. He needed something to put out there. So he snatched a cover tune. It's impossible. And we did it.
And you guys did a magnificent job because you put the soul into it. I mean, I like Perry Como's version, but it's more of a Frank Sinatra style, the way he did it.
Yeah,
And you guys took it and put the soul into it, and the expression of the cadence and the words. It felt like it was magnified or highlighted more, especially with
yeah,
your solo. That set the whole song off. So it's a classic song the way you guys did it.
yeah. Thank you so much, Ryan. I love hearing that. Yeah, yeah,
Yes, yes.
absolutely. Thank you.
Stands the test of time, definitely. Coming Together was the album that brought the Nightlighters, Londee Wiggins, Alan Fry, and we talked about Bobby Downs together, and set the foundation for the future recordings. Is that true?
Slow that up and say that again because I'll have to go into my mind about that.
So in 1972, you guys released Coming Together, and I believe it was at the third album you guys did. And it seems that you, Alan Fry, and Bobby Downs came together and set the foundation for the future recordings for the next albums to come, which started on Coming Together. Let me know if that's true or not.
Uh,
It was.
actually, I don't recall being involved in that.
Hmm.
Uh, maybe the other ones that you mentioned may have, but I don't recall my being involved in that. No, it
See,
could
that's
be
funny.
true, but not. I'm not involved. I wasn't involved like that.
That's why I said, let me see if this is true or not, because it's documented. But I said, I'm not sure if this is true. And I think what they're saying is the formula of you guys, I guess, I don't know, as I don't know if it's songwriting, production. I know Harvey did pretty much all the production for you guys. I don't see
Yes.
his name listed on that either. So I guess
Mhm.
that's not true for now. Do you know anything about a collective of hip hop artists named the Native Tongues? They've been around since the 19, I believe, actually 89. It might be 88. Thinking of the first group that's a part of that collective is Jungle Brothers, and also a Tribe Called Quest. There's Queen Latifah, Moni Love, Black Sheep, and Chi Ali. They're all famous hip hop legends at this point. It's a song called African Cry that was on Coming Together. There's a line in there that says the native tongues, and they were inspired by that name, and that's why they named themselves the native tongues. It's just some history for you. I don't know if you know that or not, but that's how strong and important that you guys are to American music and to the black culture, basically.
Yeah, that is quite knowledgeable for me. Yeah, but I remember African Cry, the song. Yeah,
You
that
want to
was
talk
an
about that
interesting.
song?
African Cry. It was more or less like Harvey's idea because he was basically into, I guess, magnifying the black artist and where we originated, stuff
Mhm.
like that. This is what I can come to thought at this very time. Harvey.
Salute to Harvey for making these great decisions on picking these songs.
Yeah.
Look,
Absolutely.
it was possible. Now it says I'm impossible, but I think it was very possible because he made it happen.
Yeah.
uh,
Absolutely.
on on the album Birthday, which I also want to talk about. Maybe I should do this now. I'm very interested in the album covers. Like, who started the concept of the eggs?
Harvey. Harvey pick one.
It
Yeah,
was a
that
very
was,
good, very
yeah,
good concept.
yeah.
So he was a bit of a visionary on top of him having an ear for sound.
Yeah, Harvey wanted to do something differently in the industry because he was just beginning to leave Motown, and he had to come up with something that was absolutely magnifying to the world, I guess. And yeah, he wanted to do well, and his thoughts were basically the main ideas of Vernon and his. So therefore, yeah, it was basically Harvey's ambition to do and be successful in the
Wow.
business on his own since he was leaving Motown.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Also on that same album, one of my favorite songs from that album, "Got to Get a Nut."
Oh
Explain how
wow.
that song came about. I hate to do this to you because I know that song. Yeah. It was written by the entire group, which I found quite interesting. It wasn't, look at the credits in his songs, like James Baker wrote this, Londee wrote this, and then, maybe Melvin did this. But this one, you guys are all credited collectively. And I get the thought that it was improvised, and it's probably about 7, 8 minutes long. And also that song would go on to famously be sampled by the hip hop group De La Soul, who's
Oh yeah.
also a part of the collective Native Tongues that we just talked about, which is crazy.
Whoa. Okay, okay. We had times when we were in the studio just having fun, and the band would strike up something, a melody, and that's how that happened. And they said everybody put in what they were about and what they wanted to do. So that's how that came up. It was like a spur of the moment, and it was fun. It truly was.
The song
And
sounds fun, and it sounds like you guys had a blast. Like that's what makes
we
the song so great, and it
we
sounds so
did.
improvised, like freestyle, and it just, it's a great song. It's very unique.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It was a fun song at the spur of the moment when we were just having fun together.
Oh, great. All right. Well, let's move on to 1974. You guys released Wildflower. As a single, it became a hit, reaching number 17 on the Billboard R&B singles chart and number 45 on the Billboard Hot 100. Please tell us about that song and how that all came about.
That came about through Harvey Fuqua as well. Um, we liked the song because the Skylarks had it out, and so Harvey's thought was that we could make it more interesting for the African American people as well. So it was Harvey's idea, and we just went with the flow of it. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, and of course, yeah, as you know, Jamie Foxx sampled that song on his Unpredictable album. It was same title, uh, and it was sampled by you guys. It was a commercial success. His version. It peaked at number 8 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100. How do you like that?
When I heard that, I did not like that because that was my group. Okay. And when I heard it for the first time, I was, of course, I am and have always been a nurse. I was studying to become a nurse practitioner, but that's something else. I was at work and I was listening to the radio and I heard the background. I said, that sounds like me. And then I couldn't believe that. And so I made some calls to the guys and I said, have you all heard us on the background of this guy, the singer? And they said, not yet. But yeah, I was stunned. I said, wow, it sounds beautiful. And I was very happy to hear that because also I said, well, that could open up doors for us again. And yeah, it was a very nice song, Unpredictable.
Yeah, that's always been my thought is when the artist samples the music, it's a resurgent. I'm hoping that he'll help out their artists get more shows or put them back in the eye of the consumers, or something to develop through that whole thing. Keep you relevant, and then people say, you know what, they want to rebuy the albums and the vinyl and everything because of that. It's just like a resurgence. So that's always what I hope for that artist. Also, too, I think me being a hip hop artist, my perspective is when they sample is a compliment because I've talked to these guys, so they just
Yes.
it's music that they love growing up. Some of them can't play instruments like that, and the drum programming came into play and machinery. So this is the way of complimenting that song, and sometimes they'll like rearrange it. And yeah, I remember seeing who was it, Lenny Williams in concert, and he said he hated that, and I believe it was Twister with Kanye. He hated that they sampled his song. He sounded like a chipmunk. But he said once he got those checks, he got quiet real quick. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. We were floating around all over the world. New Births, Wildflower, and everybody loved it. And I listened to it as of today, and it's quite beautiful. It is, and I am very thankful that it has been accepted around the world and still enjoyed, and other artists are still uh, trying to sample it. So it's a great thing. It's a great thing.
It is. It definitely is. Uh, let's see. You have some songwriting credits. Okay, you have Birthday, the song You Are What I'm All About was co-written by you. And tell us about that. Tell us about the writing process or how that all came about.
Yes, I was in the studio with the manager, Harvey Fuqua, and he said, let's just start what's on your mind. And so I started to hum, and then you are what I'm all about. It just came naturally. So a lot of the songs, more or less, we were like beginning to form them, create them. Uh, all of them except the cover songs. Yeah. So yeah, it we were he that was something at a spur of the moment when we had time to adventure into music of what I felt, what I liked, and all of that. So that's how that came about.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. I just want to make sure I'm still recording. Yes, still recording. Just to feel safe. All right. So that song was sampled by Junior Mafia for their song Players Anthem, which was Biggie Smalls' group. Players Anthem was a hit, peaking at number 13 on the Billboard Hot 100, and it was also certified gold. Your name is credited on their version of that song, or the song they sampled, which is from you guys. Do you still collect royalties from that song?
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, absolutely. It goes through Warner Chapel. Uh, yeah, yeah. I still get money from that.
So I feel like Warner, they bought out maybe like, I know sometimes like you on Buddha Records and then Buddha becomes defunct or they're no longer existing. Somebody buys them out. It's like Warner, Sony, ATV. So Warner is the person right now.
Yeah, Warner Chapel
Mhm.
has mostly all of my songs that I wrote when I was with New Birth.
Okay.
Yeah, and they send me checks uh, every 6 months, every twice a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Warner, for taking. Could we do better, Warner? Take care of the. I'm glad
Yes,
they're taking care
yes,
of you.
they do their job.
Yes. Oh, the theme from Buck and the Preacher. How did New Birth ended up recording the theme for Buck and the Preacher? Because I love that movie, and it's just a part of our history. I love to talk about that song. Please elaborate.
Actually, I think that was a movie that was
Yes,
out,
you.
and it was a soundtrack, more or less, or whatever. Yeah, it was related to that movie, Buck and the
Yeah, it was
Preacher.
a movie with Sidney Poitier and Harry Belafonte. That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Wow. Okay, so Blind Baby was a transition from RCA to Buddha Records. That album spawned a hit song called Dream Merchant, which went on to be number one on the soul charts. The song was originally recorded by Jerry Butler in 1967. His version went to number 23 on the soul charts. Can we please talk about Soul or Dream Merchant?
Oh my God, I love that song. That is one of the favorite songs of all the songs that we ever did. Yeah, it was presented to us by our manager, and we liked the version that was out. So we said, yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. And it became amazingly well done. And a lot of people in the world as of today, when I see comments, that song is one of them. Yeah, so it was presented to us by our manager as well.
Yeah, what I'm getting is you guys had a really good way of doing remakes and making them. You're owning them like as if they're yours. Like I can only hear Dream Merchant from you guys. I mean, I know Jerry Butler's version, but the version you guys stands out. And no disrespect to the Iceman, but the way you guys did it is just I don't know. It's the same thing with the other remakes or covers, like Impossible. It's just it's all about the soul. That's really what I would say. It's all about the soul.
Yes, Harvey's the manager. His idea was he loved the spirituality of gospel, churchy. He wanted that sound, and then he wanted it mixed with the beauty of fifth dimension. So that's where I came in. And he always had me on top at soprano and to get that sound, which is really did go well with um, the churchy spirituality of a song. So that made it a little bit differently than what all of the other artists were doing. So that's mainly one of the comments and compliments that we receive today is the beauty of our music. Yeah. So, yay, Londee.
Yay!
I gave it. I put my heart and soul
Yes,
into the beauty. Yeah.
you did, and you put your heart and soul in some of these songwriting too. Because now I want to move on to "Why Did I," one of my favorite songs from New Birth, and you're credited as one of the songwriters. Please tell us about the process of that song because I love that song.
Okay, that was my idea, and therefore I just it was just an idea, and I basically presented it to the group, and of course they put music around it, and but actually I did all the lyrics, and then I would approve of, well, that's like well, that guitar shouldn't be there. Yeah, I directed and instructed everything as well. Yeah, that was basically my song. Yeah.
Yay! That's why we're here. We want to talk about your contribution to the group basically, and that's part of the contribution right there.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Wow. Okay, so you left the group, I believe, in 1977. In fact, I think you weren't. Were you on the "Behold the Mighty Army," the album you guys did with Warner Brothers? I'm not sure if you were on that
Uh,
album.
we had just merged or went into the fact of uh, becoming a Warner Brother artist as well. And I left right before the first album. Yeah, I left before that album.
Okay, and then you returned back in 1982 briefly for their album "I'm Back," which was on RCA.
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, yeah, I came back. Yeah, I'm back. I came back. So um, they wanted to more or less portray it as my being back. I'm back. So yeah, I came back and I more or less had adventured into being a solo artist when I was away, and it was going very well. But for some reasons, the producer that was going to handle me, he had health problems, and he passed away.
Oh, okay.
Ready parent.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Was he married to one of the singers from Honeycomb, right?
I'm not quite
No, no,
sure.
you know what? That's Greg Perry. I'm sorry. Freddie Perry, he did a lot of work, the Jackson Five and Motown.
He did a lot of work for Yvonne Elliman, I think Element, whatever.
Oh, I didn't talk
He,
about disco
yeah,
singer. Yeah.
yeah, he was very successful with what he was doing, and he was going to produce me. And of course, like I said, he did pass away. So I had to continue my adventure.
Yes.
So I ended up with Bob Monaco, who was the manager of Rufus.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes. And I came up with Hanging Out a version for me and as my single. And
Ah,
a couple of the musicians from Rufus, the drummer and the bass guitar, were with me on that project. So something came about, whereas that didn't materialize right then. So I took it to Newbury, hanging out, okay? And
okay.
they did it. They weren't involved, and I didn't care for the way that they did it. So I said, "That's my song, and I'm gonna do it again by myself." So
That's right.
as of today, it's out there by
Yes,
myself. No
yes.
new birth, all me.
Um, what was the ultimate your ultimate decision on leaving the group?
Actually, it had gotten to the fact that it was quite disturbing of how the guys were getting along with each other. And I basically didn't like that. I'm a very harmonious person, very peaceful. I'm a Sagittarian, okay? So that's the reason they were like really going at it strongly at one particular show that we did. And I can remember looking out the window of the place where we were performing. And I basically said, I just can't take it anymore. This will probably be my last time because I can't take it. They, because also the guys from Louisville, they grew up together, and it was the other guys that were not from Louisville.
Oh, okay.
Their difference were great. So therefore, it was always between them.
Hmm.
And I I just couldn't take it anymore. So I decided to leave, and I did. So uh, that was
Okay.
quite a time in my life.
So there seems like after that your musical journey would go on to be like solo, or where were you going to do after that, parting waves with New Birth, from there all the way to 2026, basically to now? What was Londee Wiggins working on?
Okay, Londee Wiggins was looking at the fact that she needed to have her own foundation to live in this world. So I went to different colleges studying to become a nurse practitioner, step by step. I became a CNA. Then I got into my clock again. I went into the RN program and did that. And then I decided to leave because it was a little bit too much for me to have to work 4 or 5 hours and then get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and be on the clinical floor uh, with all of those patients as under the instruction of an RN to become an RN. It was just too much. And therefore, I said, well, I'll just exit before I can go any further with, to become a nurse practitioner. So I basically went to the fact that I'll just get a job. And I was picked up by primary, really interesting companies. And I worked and I saved myself about $30,000. And I bought me my home, which I'm living in now, and built it. And so therefore, that's what I've been doing, magnifying and building on my well-beings in this world to take care of myself. So here I am. And then I decided to become Londee Wiggins, launch myself, which I did with Falling in Love. And it opened doors. I came in the independent chart at number 4. I was totally surprised and excited. And
Yes.
then the 200 chart, I came in at, I think it was 49 on the 200 chart. Yeah, with Miley Cyrus and Ed Sheeran. And I said, oh, wow, this is really
Wow.
looking good. And I was on the
Congratulations.
R&B chart.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I did really, really well. I'm very thankful with my launching. And then as of today, I am with Sony Orchard Music and World Movement Enterprises. They're my partners. And I have my own record label, Wiglon Records. So I think my choices fared out very well. Yeah.
And you
So,
have a new single out where we talked
yes.
about it hanging out.
Yes, yes. I'm with the top video companies in the world.
Mm.
Absolutely. And it's just beginning to materialize. It It's been like maybe a month or two since I did my videos for them to after they accepted me, accepted my song, then I had to do videos for them. So
Mm.
I was busy doing videos for about 6 or 7 video companies in the world. And now it's just beginning to flow out. And
Yeah.
show success for me.
Wonderful. Congratulations too. Especially when it's independence, there.
Hmm.
Your freedom.
Yes,
um,
absolutely. It's very expensive.
are you looking for artists for your record label, Wiglon Records?
Yes, yes,
And
I
what
am.
type of artists are you looking for the world to know? Because they're going to see this.
Um, well, I will have to sit down with my partner, Lamont Patterson, is
Mhm.
one, and we will more or less decide the direction for the artist to come about since I am the first artist on my label, the second artist. So we're in the making of that right now.
What's a good start with you being a flagship artist? Major
Yeah.
star.
Yeah.
Major star with major star quality. And
Yes.
how can we find your newest singles? Well, you have two. You have Falling in Love that came out in 2023. That's still fairly new to me. And then you have
Mhm.
the Hanging Out, which came out not too long ago. Where can we find your new music, your videos, and where can they find you to connect with you online? Please give us that info.
Okay. You can find all of my music and my video in 2 areas, which are the same. LondeeCard.com. You can find my single and my video. Yeah. Also, Wiglon Records, my label. It has the setup where you can find my video as well, and it has the instructions uh, directed to you. Very simple. You just go on there and it will have Londee Wiggins streaming, hanging out streaming. So just click on the button and you got me. And of course, I'm on all of the major streaming platforms. So you can go there, Spotify and all of them. I'm there. And there's, it's the simple way of doing it. Yeah. But I would say londecard.com, which is my thing. Okay. My
Yes.
platform.
Yes.
Yeah.
You want them to go directly to you on your website.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
All right, you guys, you got to go to londecart.com. That's where you want to go to purchase Hanging Out and Falling in Love. And please check out Wiglon Records, check out her videos, check out everything she has going on right now. What is also to come in the future as far as like singles or any other music for you? I know you're busy right now.
Yeah, I'm working on an album with Michael Calhoun. Uh,
Oh, okay.
yes, he will be producing that album,
Wow.
and I'm working on that. And I am in the process of being getting ready to go on a little bit of a tour with the Daz Band and
Mm,
some others. Yeah. And yeah, that's what the plans are being laid out right now.
yes. Wow. Well, congratulations on your new ventures, the new record label, the new singles. I'm wishing you the best of success. I know it's already there. You put in the work, the soul is there. You sound magnificent. You look marvelous.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you so much.
thank you so much for letting me interview you. I think this is it. And
Thank you.
yes, it was a pleasure. Uh, everybody, the Have Breed Show, Londee Wiggins. Check her out. You guys, love is love, and see you all to the next episode.
Goodbye.